Yo, it's Brian here. Today, talking about the San Francisco 49ers. Long talk here. Hopefully, it's not the longest episode, but I'll try to make it a nice conversation with you guys. Football's coming up. Finally, the regular season, week one against the New York Jets. We get to see Aaron Rodgers, our old man, Robert Saleh. Should be an exciting matchup. And hopefully Aaron Rodgers does not have an injury like he did last year on Monday Night Football against Buffalo. Anyways, got some news to talk about in general for the 49ers. You got Brandon Ayuk, definitely that's the big talking town in Niner faithful, getting a big contract, 4-year deal. Was I surprised by this? Yes and no. I didn't know the 49ers were going to sign him that quickly, but I thought they were just going to make him play the rest of the year and then maybe sign him next year. Hey, better late than never, I guess. We'll take it any day of the week. And was he going to hold out? I don't know. That would have been really interesting if he would have. I don't think that was a good idea on his part if he would have. And plus, that would have hurt the 49ers a little bit. Still, I think he would have been able to play regardless. And, I'm glad we have a happy ending. So, good. Congrats to Brandon. Congrats to the 49ers for getting this deal done. 4 years, $120 million deal, $76 million guaranteed. Not too bad at all. I don't think that's the highest paid receiver in the NFL, but apparently from reports before, they were talking about how this was a deal in August, and Brandon was holding in during training camp season, see if he can get a bigger deal, but the offer stand and Brandon took it. So, hey, I'll take that deal any day of the week. You got to be as proactive as possible paying your guys, and also a little bit surprising because they have to pay our big man Brock Purdy next year. So we'll see how that goes into. And the one person I am a little bit worried about is our man number 19, Deebo Samuel. Where does he fit in this equation? Are they going to re-sign him? Is he going to go somewhere else? I don't know. But as always, I'm always a fan of his. A lot of you guys are fans of his as well. You can go back to the year 2021 where he literally carried this team on the back of his shoulders with being a wide back, running back, and wide receiver. Actually, if you look at it, Brandon and Deebo kind of did the same thing too, where Brandon was threatening to get traded and wanted to get traded, but then the 49ers ended up paying him. Deebo did that too, and he ended up getting a 3-year, $59 million extension deal a few years ago, and I believe this is his last year of his deal. So, yeah, time goes by really, really fast. So, yeah, I mean, maybe Deebo gave Brandon an idea to try to hold in and threaten to get traded and get paid. It worked out, definitely. Football, I'm excited for week one. I did my fantasy draft. I got my boy Christian McCaffrey number 1 overall. I also got Brock Purdy on the team. I was trying to get the 49ers defense, but surprise, surprise, I got the Jets defense for week 1, right, against the Niners. But I believe the Jets defense with Robert Saleh leading it as the head coach, they do a great job for the past few years. That's the only good thing about the Jets right now is their defense. It's amazing. Aaron, I'm not 100% sure which one we're going to get. Are we going to get the one that's he was in Green Bay, just a beast, scoring 4 touchdowns, or is he just riddled up, injured, washed out? We'll see by week 1. So it should be interesting to see what goes on there. Another big story, I mean, I've been talking about this all offseason for the past month now. Trent Williams, is he going to be able to play week 1 with the contract dispute he's having? I think he will. I believe the 49ers and him will find a way to get a deal done on whatever grievances he has with his contract. Very important player. I mean, you talk about Brandon Ayuk being important. Trent Williams is even more important for what they do in the offensive line. So I'm excited to see what that leads to. The offensive line is looking a lot better, I believe, this year than it was last year. You got Aaron Banks. He's great. Pune, the rookie guy. A lot of promise with him. I can't wait to see what he does on an actual regular season game. So, I'm hoping that they give Brock a lot more protection than he has been getting for the past year and a half as the starting quarterback for this team. Just a lot of optimism, as always, for the past few years, like it has been since 2021. I believe the 49ers are going to have a great season. I'll talk about final predictions maybe Sunday night for this game or for the whole year in 2024. But, I mean, the line's probably going to be about the same wins that they have been getting for the past few years. Are they going to make it to the Super Bowl? Very far to tell, but they could. They should, honestly. I mean, I think this team is really, really good. You do have some players in the NFC that are catching up to the Niners. You could say in the NFC West with both Seattle and Los Angeles. You could say the Detroit Lions, maybe they can make a big push. I'm excited to see what they do for the whole year. We do play them later in the year, but it's very late in the year, so that's kind of interesting to see what that leads into for playoff implications later on. Yeah, wow, football is back, is furious. I don't know what else to say. about it. So yeah, I'm really pumped for this 100%. I can't wait to see what this team can do again. Can Brock Purdy repeat his success that he has been for the past year and a half as the starting QB? The big question also for the 49ers, I think this is the biggest question of them all of terms of on the field. Can they beat the Kansas City Chiefs for once? Please. I don't think we've beaten the Chiefs in a very, very long time. Maybe it was a throwaway regular season game a long time ago. But for the past few years, we just haven't been able to beat the Chiefs no matter what. It's just been a weird situation. Patrick Mahomes, he's a beast. Mahomie, you got the Swifties, yay, Travis Kelce. They always do something right. And I'm hoping that they can finally end their demons and get a consolation prize win in week 6 or 7 when they play them on Fox. Please, just get a win against Kansas City. And if we have to meet up in the Super Bowl, end it all, please. It's annoying to see Kansas City win for the past few years because it's at our expense. Honestly, maybe if we were not playoff contenders and the Chiefs were just winning all the time, it'd be awesome. But hey, for us Niner faithful, 2 Super Bowls already, man, it's just heartbreaking. That's all I gotta say. Heartbreaking. I just want to beat them once, and to get a win in Week 7 and maybe the Super Bowl. I know that's very long to think about later on. That would be awesome to see. I don't want to see the 49ers be like the Buffalo Bills and the Minnesota Vikings where they're making all of these Super Bowls but not being able to close the deal at all. It's just been kind of disappointing in terms of that sense. But hey, I'm always proud of the 49ers. As much as losing Super Bowls suck, they've been in contention every single year for the past few years, and I don't expect that to change at all for this upcoming year unless something catastrophic happens in terms of injuries, but hopefully not. Hopefully everybody stays as healthy as possible. And yeah, I mean, that's all we can hope for. I think that's the only thing that's stopping the 49ers is injuries and the Kansas City Chiefs. I know we always have a kryptonite for the 49ers and some team. In the 2010s, it was Seattle with Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson. Now it's Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid with Kansas City. Yeah, I just want to be on top of the world, and I'm pretty sure you guys want to see on top of the world as well. Got to see that 6th Super Bowl title, and all these other franchises are coming up on the Super Bowl win tallies in terms of the 49ers, in terms of winning 5. Kansas City's up there, I believe, with 4. Yeah, 4 right now. Green Bay has 4. New York has 4. And they're probably not contenders, but hey, I mean, they're creeping up there, and I want the 49ers to stay ahead of the game and tied with Pittsburgh and New England with the most Super Bowl wins in a franchise in NFL history. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Pretty quick talk right here. Hope you guys been doing well. I've been doing well. Hoping to have even more videos out for the next few days. Also, got to do a prediction for the Jets game on Monday Night Football. That's my bread and butter to see if I'm always right or wrong. Most of the time I'm right? Anyways, yeah, let me know anything in the comments below. What do you think about Brandon Ayuk, the 49ers, Trent Williams, the preview of 2024? I'd love to hear what you got to say in the comments below. As always, Niner faithful, and I'll hope to catch you guys up even more for the next few days when I talk more about the 49ers, make final predictions for the 2024 season, and move on to week 1 against the New York Jets Monday Night Football. Love you guys as always. Thank you guys so much, and I hope to catch you guys up later on this week.